Hey guys, this is Tyler with Kill Stress Designs. We got a new table here in the shop. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a system of tables actually. We've got two that are identical. They're 1200 millimeters wide by 2000 millimeters long, joined by 1000 millimeter riser blocks. So that gives us 3400 millimeters of length, 2000 millimeters of width, and we can also reconfigure them lengthwise to go almost 20 feet long. It gives us a lot of flexibility in what we do. So the table tops are plasma nitrided. That hardens them to like Rockwell 60. I think it's HRC scale. If you've ever worked on a large welding table, you've probably noticed that you can use the edges really well, but the center of it's really barely used. And having these riser blocks here allows you to get to the center and actually make it a usable surface. Drop right into the center, and you can be welding from a standing position. You can operate a TIG foot pedal. If you're doing something like building a tube chassis, you can actually be inside the chassis, welding, not have to be all crouched up. It makes a really big difference, especially when you're working on larger assemblies, because otherwise on a flat table surface, you would be, doing yoga trying to use this surface. If there's, tubes in the middle height range, it's pretty awkward. The table's on adjustable height legs and casters. To adjust the height of the legs, you just suspend the table, pull two pins, and that allows you to make the course adjustments. And then this plate rotates to level the table, and there's a lock nut. The casters are really easy to roll the table around. It's actually kind of surprising because the table system weighs like 5,200 pounds. You wouldn't expect it to be easy to move, but it is. The stops that the table is designed to work with have a scale engraved into the side of them. That allows you to use these grid lines to develop a fixture. So, you can count out from this edge 100, 200, 300 millimeters and subtract, line this scale up on where you want your stop to be positioned, and it makes layout really easy. Since this table is a 5-face table, that also lets you use the side of the table to create stops for perpendicular framing. Just drop them down below the table surface if you need to overhang. With the right angle, they have a laser etched scale, so you can do your fine positioning with that, and then the ball lock bolts just hand tight, and it really locks it down. Got two different styles of clamps here. These allow you to reach out from where the system holes are along an adjustable radius arc to clamp your workpieces down. And then these clamps here allow you to push down and against a stop, which is really helpful for doing like rectangular framing. There's a whole bunch of different applications for them, but they're really handy. And all of the clamp pads have these prisms cut in them, so they don't slide off around tubing. Another thing you can do with these clamps is pull the pad off, unthread this insert, the whole clamp comes apart. You can then incorporate it into the other features and have a fixed clamp. So for a more production setup fixture, this is a kind of a neat trick. This system, it has system holes. This side of the square is ground flat, so you can use it for fixturing or putting stops to locate parts. You can also add another square on top of this surface to really reach up in Z. And you can attach this square to the side of the table to extend the size of the table for oversized work pieces. And yet the system holes are still on that same grid system. So you can stop the work out here and still know your precise distance of your part from the table surface. So that's a really handy thing, especially for us, because every once in a while we'll have something that's really big that comes through. This allows us to real quickly develop a fixture and bang out that work. So this table's been really intuitive to integrate with our production. The grid system is like having a giant piece of graph paper in 3 dimensions. So it makes setup and layout really easy. I don't have to put a whole bunch of brain power into figuring out jigs and fixtures. I've got accurate datums all over the table. That's been really, really great, and I can't wait to see how we use it in some of our upcoming projects. So hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.